The human connection is a key to personal and career success, and that is from Paul J. Mayer. Today on the Bright Show, we welcome a young man with a deep root in leadership and public speaking. His communication journey began as a junior news reporter and held leadership positions from JHS up to now. He is a student of Accra Technical University, now a student of the Medical Laboratory Science, BTech. He aspires to be not just a medical professional, but a national communicator. Today on the Bright Show, we have here Afanyi Caleb Odoom, contesting for the role of the SRC Public Relations Officer. You are watching the award-winning student personality talk show, The Bright Show, streaming live on YouTube at Accra Technical University online TV, and on TikTok is The Bright Show 1. Hello, Caleb.
Hello, sir.
You're welcome to The Bright Show.
Thank you very much.
I'm so happy to have you on the show.
I'm very, very honored.
How are you doing? Like, how's everything going?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Yeah.
We thank God. And how's the campaign going so far?
So far, so good. Very, very positive.
So, what are some of the response from the student when you approach them?
Yeah. Okay, the positive response are more than the negative ones. So,
oh, really?
And I even convert the negatives into positives. So I'll say very, very positive.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. And what are some of the words that you hear from them? Can you tell us some of them?
Oh, they'll be like,
maybe if you approach them and tell them that, oh, I'm Caleb, aspiring for this position, so I need your vote, I need your help. What are some of the things that they say?
So initially, you know, this thing with students, they'll be like, hey, what we did for us, when you even vote for you, will not see you again. You see you and you'll be like, you'll be the ones to even say hi to you. Like how now you're approaching us, you'll not be approaching us like that again. You'll not be like, okay, calm down. Let me explain things to you. Then I'll be like, this, that. And they'll be like, oh, okay. Then, oh, really? Okay, so one of my experience I had was with a PR students. You see, since I'm not a PR student, I'm reading medical laboratory science. I one day entered their class and I spoke to their course rep. Can I have the chance to speak to your students? The course rep was like, okay, why not? Go ahead. So after talking to a few people, he said you're aspiring for the position of the PRO, which is the Public Relations Officer. But you're not from our department.
Different course.
So what inspires you to aspire for this position? Or what do you have for us? Then I talked to them like, oh, when I'm being voted into power, I'll do this, I'll do that, this, that, let's do this. Why don't we bring these people on board? Why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? And they're like, oh, really? Wow, you're not a PR student and you have all these ideas. Why didn't you read PR? I was like, I have a passion for science, so yeah.
Wow.
But communication too is my thing.
Wow.
So let's just do it together.
This is so amazing. Yeah. So you are the only person aspiring for that position?
So far, I'm the only one who have declared my intent. So I'm the only one assistant. Wow. As time goes on, maybe others will.
And then I think people should come from that department as well to compete with you. Because if there is nobody there, the competition, I mean, there's not going to be any competition. It will be like that moment. Because nobody is there.
And you see, taking up positions is not even about it. Competition. It's not about you having a competition. It's the passion that you have for what you want to do and how you have the students at heart. I don't think the competition will do anything, but it's who can do the work.
Who can do the work.
So that's why when I approach them, they are already in love with me. So any person wants to come, good luck.
Wow. So maybe if someone is willing to contest for your position, are you going to be scared?
Not really, but it will let me be on my toes more. I'm already on my toes, but
push more.
Yeah, it will let me push more.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So the Bright Show is powered by Accra Technical University and sponsored by LZ Costume Made Tote Bag. Also sponsored by KV Bakery. If you are on campus or outside campus and you want bread, I mean you want sugar bread, butter bread, any kind of bread that you want, just reach out to KV Bakery. Okay. So we're going to go for a quick break. And when we bounce back, we'll delve more into the discussion. Welcome back from that break. All right, so Caleb, Tell us more about your journey. What sparked your interest in communication and public relations?
Oh, okay. So, my journey is it's a funny one and also a very interesting one. Yeah. So, at Basic 5, one day we were in class and they were like, our seniors are done with their BC, so there will be a graduation ceremony for them to usher them out into the second cycle. So students are being given up roles like, okay, you'll be part of the cadets, you do this. Okay, I'm not trying to praise myself, but I was a brilliant student and I was a very, very reserved person at that time.
But quiet.
Something like that. So they were like, Caleb, what do you do? So I was just sitting down and I raised my say. Said Daniel, I was like, Caleb, why? Say, I want to be a news reporter. I'll do news. I was like,
oh, really?
News.
Wow.
Who is going to listen to the news? I said, I'll do news. I'll do news.
For the graduation?
For the graduation. So I'll do news. I'll do news. I was like, oh, okay. She didn't take me serious. So I keep pressuring him. Say, I want to do news. I want to do news. I was like, let's do something for Caleb to do what? To be okay. Because when I say I want to do something and you don't want to do it, I'll keep pressuring you. So they were like, okay.
You don't give up.
Yeah, I don't give up. So they fixed a date for us to rehearse and I delivered and I was like, okay, Caleb, this is very good. So let's do this. And then graduation we delivered. So since then it has become a norm that every graduation you have students who take up the reporting role.
Wow.
That's where it started. So basic 6, I became the school prefect.
Oh, nice.
I became the school prefect for basic primary. So I was the school prefect for basic 6 and it continued to GHS. So GHS 2, I didn't even buy forms. I was there. And one teacher was like, Caleb, why don't you ask for a position? I was like,
just like that.
Position, yeah.
I'm not ready for that.
I'm not that ready. I was like, Caleb, you can do the work. Go. I was like, okay, let me try. So I tried and my tenure was a very, very success. It was a very success one. Because during my time was the time that we even got the drama debaters and culture club on campus,
then
which I was also
a lot of ideas.
Which I was also the president. So my school has never paid a visit to the Parliament House before, and I was the first person, together with one of my teachers, to take them to that place.
Wow.
So yeah,
you have a lot of plans. For
so that's where it
school.
started. And then I went into SHS. SHS, I was doing science, which wasn't that easy. So I was much focused on my books. I went to Kofodia Secondary Technical School, which is KSTS. Yeah. So I was there, and they were like, "Oh, we have an NCC committee, but we want someone to be our PRO." And they were like, "They have a PRO already, but the guy is not doing the job." Well,
like, so they want someone who can do the job.
I was like, "So, what are you going to do?" The guy who was their president was my friend. I was like, "Oh, Caleb, why don't we be our PRO?" Yeah, I was like, "Well, really? Let's see. Let me give it a try. Let's see." So I became the PRO, and I was the deputy PRO, but I was even doing the work more
than the main PRO.
Wow. And we were the first to organize an NCC week on campus, and we brought Nana Mama Brown.
Oh wow!
Yeah, to campus, and it was a success. So that's how my journey started.
Wow, this is so amazing. I mean, you have a lot of initiative, a lot of ideas, and this shows that when you are being given a position of the PRO here in ATU, you'll be able to do more.
Very well.
That's so good. So what past leadership role do you think has best prepared you for this position?
So I think the junior reporter. Because you see, that's where I started. But I didn't have any idea about reporting.
But that one is for only the graduation.
For the graduation.
And did you continue after the graduation?
Maybe when we have, you see, you have been rehearsing. It's not only for the graduation, but the graduation is the, let's say, the main ceremony. But let's say when we have events on campus to pass through. So yeah, that's it.
So meaning you've left a legacy in your school.
Yes, please.
And your name is written.
Yes, please.
One of my teachers told me that anywhere you go, make sure you write your name, and that's exactly what you've done. That's so amazing. That's so amazing. So why do you believe you are the right person to serve ATU next SRC PRO?
So I don't just come with the qualities I possess, but with my past leadership roles, they have kept me to learn more about communication and how to deliver messages to the least students, the one who doesn't have a smartphone, the one who
like to everyone.
like the one who have to drive like 4 miles to get to campus. I'll make sure every message is being communicated on time, and I make sure they are authenticated and they are very, very relevant before they are being passed out.
Now you're talking about the one, maybe the person's in the car coming to campus. How's the person going to hear that information? Is it that you're going to fix the radio that we have there and then communicate on radio for people to hear about you?
You see,
How are you going to do that?
With that, I'm going to leave a bit of it not said, because
it's a secret now.
It's a secret now because since I don't know my competitors now. Policies are
I get it.
But I can just share something little.
Okay, go ahead.
So you see, me and you right now, you see, as we are sitting here and you get an SMS message, what will come to mind? Mobile money, right?
Exactly.
So why don't we adopt the SMS system? People are going to say the cost. But I've already started speaking to some agencies and some telecommunication.
Oh, wow.
People, they are ready to come on board. So let's say I get a message right now, and it's ATU. Since I'm a student of ATU, I'll open that message to see. If maybe that message is being telling me, okay, this week lectures are being cancelled. For level 200s or 300s or level 100s. Immediately you get that message, you'll be like, oh, okay, maybe that person don't have data at the moment. That person will pay very, very much attention to the SMS message.
Exactly. Wow, this is a good initiative. I mean, this is the first time hearing such thing like that. And I think you have to go on and then implement it, because it's like if you don't have data, then meaning you're not going to receive any message. And let's say if you don't have a smartphone, meaning you're not going to see anything or see any message, right? So I think the SMS idea will be the best for every student, whether you are using smart or normal phone that we use. Wow, this is so amazing. All right, so the SRC Constitution says the PRO must publicize SRC activities. How do you plan to keep students consistently informed, aside the SMS idea?
Okay, so I'm not going to make the message system or the communication system a one-way thing, which is not going to just be the WhatsApp platforms or the WhatsApp channels.
Okay.
You see, not all students are very, very active on WhatsApp. And
Exactly.
most students, when they just come into the WhatsApp groups, they just enter their class official page and they will just click on the mark as red arrow and it will take them to the last message. But maybe that person hasn't been on WhatsApp for the past 2 days. So what if some relevant message was
being shared
the last days? So why don't we adopt the other socials? I know maybe the SRC you have the other socials, but how effective is that? Why don't we adopt that? Bring on board some student influencers. Bring on board students who are very, very good at content creating. Like, let's say, with this week being the Genote week, and let's say, how do we make that message reach someone who is even in UCC, who is even in US?
Message.
How do we propagate the name of ATU SRC out there? So let's adopt this initiative, bring on board student content creators, student influencers. Let's give some people the account, let them handle the Instagram.
Those who are very good at it.
Who are very good at it. Create content for that. Let students who are also on the Snapchat create content for that. So let's take me for instance. I'm very, very active on Snapchat. One way or the other, I'll buy all these channels on our content. Yes, because they are not being handled by just people who have less numbers on the socials, people who have higher numbers on the socials that we've given this account to. So I'm going to make sure the name of the school is going to be propagated, and the messages are going to reach each and every one.
Whether you are a Snap person, WhatsApp person, Facebook person,
Twitter person, everyone.
Well, I think we have to. There is a committee there like that currently in the SRC, but I don't know if they have good people who are into this content creation and other kind of socials.
So the thing is, it's not just about the presence. When you are being voted for, it's not just about the presence. Like, I'm the SRC PRO. So
That is about what?
It's about the consistency. How best can you do the work? How are you going to make sure the information are going to reach each and every one? And it's not about, okay, there's my friend, so let him do this. there's my brother, so let him do this, or this person worked with me throughout my campaign, so let him do this. Give the work to those who can do it. There's a saying that good name is better than what? Riches.
Okay.
So making sure the work is being done is a priority. That's what I'm for.
Wow. Making sure the work is being done is a priority. I mean, give the good work to the good people, those who can do it, not those who helped you in your campaign. I mean, just look for the good people, according to Caleb, to work with, so that your work will be successfully done. All right. So, as a chief editor of the editorial board, what is your vision for newsletters, media, and student content?
Okay. So, with that, I'm going to make sure there are going to be monthly reports on everything the SRC is doing. Yeah, SRC activities, activities about the student body as a whole, about the administration and things. Message that being communicated to her. I'm going to make sure there are going to be monthly reviews, and I'm going to make sure there are going to be open forums where students will get to speak their minds, because the critics shape us to do better. So if we don't open the floor for the students to criticize us, there is not going to be any improvement in the administration.
Exactly.
So we are going to have open forums where students are going to speak their mind. You come with your insults, come with everything. We are ready for you. Come with it.
And come with everything. They are ready for you. So how will you ensure fairness and when approving or endorsing students' publications?
Okay, so fairness also will be one of my priorities, because I'm going to set standards. Yeah, I'm going to set days that I'm going to meet with class reps, and also the departmental PROs, and I'll let them know what we have to do, and what they also let me know what their students are being communicated. So that I'll make sure these messages will communicate to the SRC on time, so that they are also going to speed up with their actions and also do their work very well.
Okay. So what new platform or strategy would you introduce for student engagement?
Oh, so you see, I know we have suggestion box campus, but it's like most students lack education about how to use the suggestion box.
That they don't. One thing is that some of them don't even know where it's being placed.
Yeah. So as I'm saying, not that they don't know what a suggestion box is. They know, but it's like we've not let them understand their rights enough.
Okay, educate them on the purpose of the box.
We have to let them know more about the SRC constitution and the school's constitution, so that they will know that, okay, this is my right. No, okay, I can critique the SRC on this. I can tell them this. I can let them know this. I can make my intentions known to them about this. And they have to be anonymous Q&As, questions and answers, on WhatsApp platforms and other socials, so that students will share their opinions and other stuff through there. So with this, we combine all this, and every month we review them. We pick the ones which appeared more, which is the FQAs.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we work on that. So as time goes on, with this, everything is going to fall in place.
With this, everything is going to fall in place. Well, I think you have a lot of ideas to make SRC PRO great again. All right. So we're going to go for a short break, and when we bounce back, we'll continue our conversation. So stay with us. Welcome back from that break. You are still watching The Bright Show right here on ATU TV. Okay, Caleb, you've said a lot, and I love how you're communicating to the people out there. So many past executives have failed to maintain communication after elections. Right. Yeah. And how will you remain visible and responsive?
Okay, so this is a very, very genuine concern. And remember, as I said earlier, it's not just about the presence, it's about the consistency. So you have to make sure students are being informed day in and day out about what the SRC is doing.
Okay.
Yeah, about projects that have been done on campus, activities that are scheduled within the semester or the academic year. Yeah, students up to date, some students don't even know when they are starting exams.
That one is true.
Don't even know when they are starting.
It's
We,
true.
we have the old academic calendar and the revised one. Some students are still relying on the
On the
old
old
academic
one.
calendar.
Yeah.
Some too are paying attention on the revised one. So I think the consistency will let us make sure students are being informed on a regular basis. And it's not just about broadcasting the messages and going back to sleep. You have to be on your toes. The work of the PRO is not just about, as I said, broadcasting the messages or just communicating the message out there or drafting letters and going back to sleep. You have to make sure you are interacting with students, making sure that their concerns are being heard, getting to know that the message that you put out there is being reached them mass. Yeah. So with this, me being on the grounds 24/7, yeah, this is going to help with my team. It's going to help us know whether the messages we are communicating are being reaching the mass or not.
All right. So you're talking about students not getting the actual date for exams. Can you put it out for them, for those who don't know the date for the exams?
The date for exams starts on 28th July.
28th
the
July.
Revised academic calendar. Yes, please.
So if you don't know the dates, well, I think you can write it down. Then you start learning. Yeah, because if they don't know and then later on find out, they'll be like, really, is that true? Meanwhile, they've not prepared since they don't know the actual time for the exams. Now, will you commit to monthly report update or campus questions and answers to maintain transparency?
Yeah, and not just monthly reports and questions and answers. I think visualizers to on events that are about to happen or previous events. We will just do a recap on how the event went, and I think there have to be more seminars too. Where public speaking activities to be around to speak to us, career learning opportunities, entrepreneurship, a whole lot, so that students will plan their future. Because I think from the university, they're straight into the life. A lot of seminars will help.
Will help them. A lot of seminars will help them, and that's so great. So, what will you do if you're asked to manage or defend a decision you personally disagree with your people?
So, as a leader, I believe in integrity. So, let's say internally I disagreed with a message, and per council voting and everything, my decision is being ruled out. I will humbly and gladly put the message out there, not mine, but the one that was agreed on. Make sure the students are. But if a student also stands up to challenge that, I'll let the student know here's what you're right. And make sure transparency is being done. Every student's right is being observed.
Okay, that's great. All right, so we're going to move on to fire round. That is a quick test, just to know whether you know much about your position and SRC and ATU as well. All right, so are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
These are simple questions. Okay, so let's go. So the first question says that what's one constitutional responsibility of the PRO?
Okay, so the PRO communicates the messages from the SRC to the students' body, the activities that has been going on around campus, and projects that have been conducted by the SRC, and also serve as the chief editor on this committee, and also represent the SRC on the school's PR Editorial Board. So we make sure the news journals and every information about the university is being communicated out there for the public to know.
Wow. And that is correct. It's like you've mastered the constitution very well and you know your job. All right, so number 2 says, name one SRC publication you would like to review or rebrand. Name one SRC publication you would like to review or rebrand.
Okay, so as I said, with the WhatsApp platforms, I think there are a number of them. There are numerous of them. So I think they have to be reduced. I think the WhatsApp platforms have to be reduced, and other ones have to be bring on board, like the other socials, like as I said earlier, the Snapchat, the Facebook, the X.
So meaning they should have one WhatsApp group.
Yes, please.
Right, for the SRC in terms of communication.
In terms of communication, yeah. And I want to do
because they have a lot of groups.
Yeah, a lot of groups. Yeah,
and as a PRO, yeah, if you are sharing message or forwarding message, you have to forward it to this group, that group, this group, that group, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Wow. All right. So moving on to question 3. What digital tool do you consider vital for 21st century PRO? What digital tool do you consider vital for a 21st century PRO?
So a digital tool that I considered very okay. I would say it's a smartphone, because with a smartphone you can do everything. Yeah. I can be here and I'll just communicate a message, and someone miles away from me will get to know. So yeah, the smartphone is a very, very strong.
And aside of the smartphone, do you think there is another means or ways of communicating? I mean, different to that.
Okay, so you see, with new media right now, new media is taking up the space. YouTube, let's say TikTok, Instagram, Reels.
Yeah.
So we have to rebrand a whole lot of things. We have to rebrand the face of the SRC PRO. Yeah.
So you're going to do that?
I'm going to do that.
No, you're saying we have to.
We have to.
No, hold on.
I have to.
I have to, yeah.
I
That's
have
right.
to. And I'm doing that.
All right.
I have to.
So question 4.
Okay.
It says, who approves general student publication on campus? Who approves general student publications on campus?
That's the SRC PRO. Yes, please.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
Are you sure?
Very sure.
What if I tell you it's not true?
I'm ready to learn.
All right, so that's great. So now let's move on to question 5.
Okay.
It says, in one word, what does ATU need in a PRO? In one word, what does ATU need in a PRO?
A very dedicated person, a very consistent person.
Very consistent person. A very consistent person. Not someone who would just go in for the position.
Yes, please. And go back to bed.
And go back to Okoda. So what makes you different from every other aspirant? Because there are a lot of them on campus here. Yeah. What makes you different?
Okay, so what makes me different is my communication skills. Yeah, and also I think the leadership roles I've acquired throughout my journey has shaped me enough. So, and I come with a very, very different zeal. I have the zeal for the work I'm aspiring for, or the position I'm aspiring for, and I'm ready to work. I'm ready to work.
Not just get a position.
Not just get a position. I'm ready to work.
You're ready to work. Okay, so what is your final message for the students of ATU? So
my final message is that I'm Afanyi Caleb Odoom, and as you all know, I'm aspiring for the position of the SRC PRO. So coming next month, July, is the elections, with the dates have not been communicated yet. So kindly go out there and vote for Afanyi Caleb Odoom as your next SRC Public Relations Officer. And the face of the SRC PRO is going to change. Thank you very much.
All right. We've heard a lot from Caleb, and he's the only one aspiring for that position, and I believe he would win. Because per what he's saying and the initiative that he's bringing on board, I think it's a good one.
Very, very good one.
And you all should vote for Caleb.
There's a lot in stock.
There's a lot in stock. Wow. Then after the vetting and everything, we'll bring you on board again to know more of what you have for the students of ATU. All right, so in today's world, communication builds or break institutions. The next PRO must not only talk for students, but listen to them. Let's vote for visibility, consistency, and leadership that does not go silent after we win. I am your host, Bright Wache, and this has been the Bright Show SRC Election Special. Caleb, thank you so much for joining me today on the Bright Show.
Thank you very much.
I'm so happy to have you here, and I believe you've learned a lot from Caleb. All right, so don't forget to watch us on YouTube at Accra Tech Uni Online TV, and on TikTok is the Bright Show 1. Thank you so much to all the audience out there for watching this video. See you same time next week. Until then, say bye-bye.